Hey everyone! Today, we're diving into the ultimate lineup for the Nintendo Switch 2. Whether you're a die-hard JRPG fan, a platforming master, or just looking for your next big adventure, we've got you covered. From action-packed roguelikes to epic story-driven RPGs and heart-pounding racing games. These are the 15 best Switch 2 titles you need to try today. So grab your Joy-Cons, settle in, and let's jump into the games that are defining the next level of Nintendo gaming. Persona 3 Reload blends a high school daily life simulation with intense dungeon crawling and persona summoning battles, delivering a strong mix of narrative and gameplay that feels smart and engaging from a gaming enthusiast's point of view. During the day, you build relationships, attend classes, and make meaningful choices. And by night, you enter the mysterious Dark Hour to explore a massive tower full of shadows and secrets. The mechanics allow you to fuse personas, exploit enemy weaknesses, and strategically manage your time and abilities. It's deep without being obtuse. The game is capped at around 30 frames per second, and while resolution details aren't officially broken down, it runs well for its hardware and presents crisp visuals. Load times are respectable, though not elite. You'll occasionally notice a bit of delay entering new areas or switching zones, but they don't disrupt the flow of the game. If you can tolerate the 30 frames per second cap and occasional minor hiccups, this is a compelling JRPG experience that balances stylish presentation with thoughtful gameplay. Shinobi, Art of Vengeance on Nintendo Switch 2 brings back the spirit of classic ninja action with a sleek modern edge, blending tight combat, stealth, and precise movement into one fluid experience. You play as a lone shinobi returning from exile to find his clan destroyed and his homeland consumed by corruption. From there, the journey unfolds through diverse regions, ancient temples, misty forests, and fortified castles, each designed with intricate platforming and layered enemy encounters. The gameplay rewards mastery. Every slash, dodge, and parry feels deliberate, pushing you to read patterns and strike with purpose rather than brute force. Between missions, quiet moments of reflection and training deepen your connection to the protagonist's inner struggle. The combat system expands with new techniques and elemental ninjutsu that allow creative playstyles, whether you prefer silent assassinations or acrobatic duels. Shinobi, Art of Vengeance stands out for its balance of intensity and discipline, honoring its roots while carving a new legacy.
May death reign.
Bravely Default, Flying Fairy HD Remaster on Nintendo Switch 2 brings a timeless JRPG classic back to life with renewed polish and subtle enhancements that respect its original charm. The story follows 4 heroes drawn together by fate, each carrying their own burdens as they embark on a journey to restore balance to a world thrown into chaos. What truly defines the experience is its signature Brave and Default system, a tactical twist on traditional turn-based combat that allows you to risk multiple actions in a single turn or play defensively to build advantage. Every battle feels like a puzzle, demanding timing, resource management, and clever use of job combinations. Outside combat, exploration remains a highlight, with beautifully reimagined towns and dungeons filled with secrets and character interactions that give the world depth. The remaster enhances the visuals and sound while preserving the spirit of discovery and reflection that made the original so memorable. It's a return to classic RPG storytelling done with grace and precision. Trails in the Sky, First Chapter, on Nintendo Switch 2, stands as a masterclass in world-building and storytelling, blending traditional turn-based combat with a rich narrative that rewards patience and curiosity. You follow two young adventurers from the Bracer Guild as they set out on a journey across a beautifully detailed continent, filled with political intrigue, personal ambitions, and quiet moments of growth. The game's charm lies not in spectacle, but in how it builds a believable world through dialogue, side quests, and evolving relationships. Combat is tactical and grid-based, encouraging positioning, skill synergy, and smart use of elemental orbments that let you customize abilities to fit your strategy. Each encounter feels deliberate, with every victory earned through thought rather than luck. Outside battle, exploration, and character interactions breathe life into every town and region. Trails in the Sky First Chapter doesn't rush its story. It lets you sink into it, creating an adventure that feels personal, human, and deeply rewarding. Mario Kart World on Nintendo Switch 2 takes the iconic kart racing formula and expands it into something more dynamic and alive than ever before. Instead of simply jumping between disconnected tracks, players now race across a vast, interconnected world, where courses blend seamlessly into one another, creating a sense of exploration alongside pure racing excitement. Every location, from sunlit cities to volcanic ridges and lush valleys, feels part of a living, breathing world, packed with shortcuts, secrets, and interactive elements that reward skill and curiosity. The core mechanics still emphasize tight drifting, item strategy, and perfectly timed boosts. But new environmental features like changing terrain and weather add fresh layers of unpredictability. Whether you're mastering complex circuits or simply cruising through the open-world zones between cups, the game strikes a great balance between precision racing and discovery. Mario Kart World celebrates everything fans love about the series, while confidently steering it into new territory.
On the time of day and weather conditions, the atmosphere will change. And in this Mario Kart game, you can go off the racetrack and drive virtually everywhere in this world.
Rune Factory Guardians of Azuma on Nintendo Switch 2 merges the charm of farming and village life with action-oriented dungeon exploration, creating a hybrid experience that feels both relaxing and engaging. You take on the role of a young guardian, tasked with restoring a land plagued by corruption, managing crops, raising animals, and helping townsfolk while uncovering secrets hidden in the surrounding wilderness. Combat blends real-time action with strategic use of weapons, magic, and elemental abilities, making each encounter feel satisfying without overwhelming the pacing of daily life. Village interactions are meaningful, with NPCs who react to your choices and events that evolve based on your engagement, giving the world a lived-in feeling. Exploration rewards curiosity, whether through resource gathering, crafting, or discovering hidden passages in dungeons. Guardians of Azuma stands out for how it balances the rhythm of day-to-day farming, social simulation, and dynamic combat, delivering a world that feels vibrant, interactive, and deeply rewarding to immerse yourself in. Super Mario Galaxy plus Super Mario Galaxy 2 on Nintendo Switch 2 bring together two of the most imaginative entries in the Mario series, combining gravity-defying platforming, clever level design, and vibrant celestial worlds. Players guide Mario across a variety of galaxies, each with unique challenges, puzzles, and enemy encounters that make use of planetary physics in ways few platformers attempt. Movement and platforming are intuitive yet precise, encouraging experimentation with spin jumps, launch stars, and gravity flips to reach hidden areas and collectibles. Galaxy 2 builds on the first, introducing new power-ups, rideable companions, and more dynamic environmental hazards that push both reflexes and creativity. Beyond the mechanics, both games feature charming storytelling through environmental cues and subtle dialogue, framing Mario's quest in a universe that feels alive and whimsical, without ever slowing down the action. The Switch 2 enhancements make the visuals pop, and the controls feel even smoother, making these timeless adventures feel fresh and immersive for both newcomers and returning players alike. Yakuza 0 Director's Cut on Nintendo Switch 2 is a perfect blend of story-driven action and open-world exploration, capturing the grit and energy of late 1980s Japan. You follow two protagonists, Kazuma Kiryu, a rising Yakuza caught in a web of debt and intrigue, and Goro Majima, a complex figure juggling personal ambition and loyalty, each offering distinct gameplay styles. Combat is fast, visceral, and highly satisfying, with multiple fighting styles per character that let you adapt on the fly, chaining combos, environmental attacks, and cinematic finishers. Beyond the street brawls, the game excels at world immersion. Bustling districts are packed with side activities, minigames, and character interactions that feel alive without slowing the pacing. Every choice, every alley explored, deepens your understanding of the characters and the culture around them. The Director's Cut adds new story scenes, refined mechanics, and optional online co-op, enhancing both narrative depth and replayability. It's a rich, dynamic experience that balances high-stakes action with moments of reflection, making it a must-try for enthusiasts of story-driven gameplay. Cyberpunk 2077 Ultimate Edition on Nintendo Switch 2 delivers the full Night City experience in a portable, friendly format, without compromising the depth and scale of the open-world RPG. Players take on the role of V, a customizable mercenary navigating a sprawling, neon-soaked metropolis where every choice, from dialogue to combat approach, affects the story and world around you. Gameplay combines first and third-person combat, stealth, hacking, and vehicle traversal, encouraging players to adapt strategies to each encounter. On Switch 2, the game offers two modes. Quality mode delivers sharper visuals at 30 frames per second, highlighting the city's neon lighting and intricate environments, while Performance mode targets a smoother 40 frames per second, with slight resolution trade-offs for more responsive combat and traversal. Load times are significantly reduced compared to earlier console versions, letting you move between districts, buildings, and missions with minimal downtime. The Ultimate Edition balances its vast narrative, branching gameplay, and cybernetic customization with technical polish on Switch 2, making it an immersive and highly replayable RPG adventure for fans of futuristic, story-driven worlds. Donkey Kong Bananza on Nintendo Switch 2 reinvigorates classic platforming with modern visuals, fast-paced action, and expansive level design. Players control Donkey Kong as he navigates lush jungles, craggy cliffs, and bustling village areas, combining traditional platforming with interactive environmental puzzles. The game emphasizes momentum, timing, and strategic use of Kong's unique abilities to overcome obstacles, defeat enemies, and uncover hidden collectibles that reward exploration. On Switch 2, the game runs at a crisp 1080p resolution in handheld mode and scales dynamically when docked, delivering clear, vibrant visuals that highlight the rich environments and character animations. The frame rate targets a smooth 60 frames per second, keeping movement and combat responsive, while load times are optimized so transitions between levels and zones feel seamless, letting players remain immersed in the adventure. With its mix of precise platforming, environmental interaction, and refined technical performance, Donkey Kong Bananza stands out as a must-play for fans of energetic, polished platformers on Switch 2. Pokémon Legends Z-A on Nintendo Switch 2 reimagines the Pokémon formula with an open-world action RPG approach, while keeping the thrill of capturing, training, and battling creatures at its core. You explore a richly detailed region teeming with wild Pokémon, dynamic weather, and interactive environments that reward exploration and experimentation. Combat blends traditional turn-based mechanics with real-time elements, letting you plan encounters strategically while staying engaged in fast-paced skirmishes. The game encourages creativity in team building, tactics, and how you approach both wild Pokémon and story-driven battles. On Switch 2, the game runs in crisp 1080p resolution in handheld mode and scales smoothly when docked, providing vibrant visuals that bring the world and its creatures to life. Load times are optimized, keeping exploration seamless and maintaining immersion as you traverse towns, forests, and mountains. With its balance of deep mechanics, engaging story, and polished Switch 2 performance, Pokémon Legends Z-A delivers a fresh, immersive adventure that appeals to both longtime fans and newcomers alike.
If you're spotted, they'll challenge you to battle. Strike first before being seen, and you'll land a surprise attack. During battles, using a super effective move at the right moment is key.
Final Fantasy Tactics: The Ivalice Chronicles on Nintendo Switch 2 is a masterclass in tactical RPG design, offering deeply strategic, grid-based combat set in a richly detailed fantasy world. Players command a diverse roster of characters, each with customizable jobs, skills, and equipment, allowing for intricate strategies and creative approaches to every encounter. Battles emphasize terrain, positioning, and the effective combination of abilities, rewarding thoughtful planning and adaptability. The story unfolds with political intrigue, war, and personal conflict, framed by compelling character arcs that keep you invested without slowing the pace of gameplay. On Switch 2, the game runs at 1080p resolution when docked and 720p in handheld mode, maintaining crisp visuals that highlight the meticulously designed maps and character sprites. The frame rate is smooth at 60 frames per second, making both combat animations and menu navigation feel responsive, while improved load times ensure seamless transitions between battles, cutscenes, and exploration. The combination of tactical depth, engaging narrative, and polished technical performance makes it a must-play for strategy and RPG enthusiasts alike.
How about you?
Leave that to me.
An ambush. This day grows lovelier by the hour.
Hades 2 on Nintendo Switch 2 continues the high-octane roguelike action that made its predecessor a standout, combining fast-paced combat, deep progression, and a mythologically rich world. Players step into the shoes of a powerful protagonist, navigating shifting underworld realms, where every run offers new challenges, enemy combinations, and upgrades to experiment with. Combat is fluid and rewarding, blending weapon attacks, special abilities, and strategic buffs that encourage creative approaches and rapid reflexes. Exploration is intertwined with story beats, environmental storytelling, and dynamic encounters that evolve as you progress, giving every attempt a fresh experience. On Switch 2, the game runs in crisp 1080p resolution in handheld mode, and scales smoothly when docked, delivering vibrant visuals that bring the underworld and its denizens to life. The smooth frame rate and optimized load times ensure transitions between rooms and levels feel seamless, keeping players immersed in the relentless rhythm of action, progression, and narrative, making Hades 2 a must-play for roguelike and action enthusiasts alike. Dragon Quest I and II HD 2D Remake on Nintendo Switch 2 is a perfect blend of nostalgic JRPG storytelling and modern visual flair, bringing the classic adventures to life with a stunning HD 2D aesthetic. Players guide their heroes through sprawling towns, dungeons, and overworlds, balancing exploration, turn-based battles, and strategic character progression. The remake's combat preserves the deliberate pace of the originals, where positioning, magic, and equipment choices matter, while modern conveniences like refined menus and map markers streamline navigation. On Switch 2, the game offers two modes: a quality mode with upscaled visuals and crisp environments at 30 frames per second for those who value graphical fidelity, and a performance mode running at 60 frames per second with slightly lower resolution for smoother action and responsiveness. Load times are significantly improved, making dungeon transitions, fast travel, and menu navigation feel almost instantaneous, which keeps the adventure flowing. The combination of thoughtful mechanics, engaging story, and enhanced Switch 2 performance makes this remake a must-play for both returning fans and newcomers seeking a rich, tactical RPG experience.
Instead of playing 1v1 as in the original, you, the hero, will be battling against multiple enemies. You will have to master a broad set of fighting skills and magic abilities to keep the burgeoning horde of horrific nasties from terrorizing Alefgard. You can approach combat in numerous ways.
Hollow Knight Silksong on Nintendo Switch 2 is a masterful Metroidvania that blends precise platforming, fluid combat, and atmospheric exploration in a beautifully handcrafted world. You take on the role of Hornet, navigating diverse biomes filled with secrets, traps, and challenging enemies, where every encounter rewards skill, timing, and strategic use of abilities. The game emphasizes verticality and movement, with wall jumps, dashes, and attack combos, creating a satisfying flow as you uncover hidden paths and lore-rich environments. On Switch 2, Silksong offers enhanced performance options: a quality mode with upscaled visuals reaching around 2160p in docked mode at 60 frames per second, and a performance mode prioritizing smoothness with 120 frames per second at approximately 1080p, including handheld support. Load times are significantly improved over the previous generation, keeping exploration uninterrupted and maintaining momentum between areas. The combination of tight mechanics, rich world building, and optimized Switch 2 performance makes Silksong a standout for any action platforming enthusiast seeking both challenge and immersion. And that's a wrap on our top 15 Nintendo Switch 2 games you need to try today. Whether you're revisiting classic favorites in stunning HD or discovering fresh new adventures, the Switch 2 has something for every kind of gamer. If you enjoyed this list, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe for more, and drop a comment telling us which of these titles you're diving into first. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.